So here the narrative is sort of like you've got me, the Renegade, at the start of the production just as a normal guy, so it doesn't sort of strike you and throw the action in your face. It sort of builds up the character a bit in the start of the production and lets you know that he's just a normal sort of guy. So whereas later on you'll get kicked into the action, obviously he gets the the start of the message sort of starts the action sort of thing, and then come the end it will sort of settle down a bit after the action.
So in this shot we've used the Renegade to kind of replicate how he's making a difference because he's lighting up the car park, but him wearing this grey jacket kind of symbolises how he's not really for one side, like he's an anti-hero, so like he's not one or the other, he's kind of doing it for himself and his own motives, and we presented him as a loose cannon, yet like has the intellect of any other person.
Okay, so locations, we had two main locations. The first one was Spencer's room. So like we started off in there because we kind of want to get like show how he's actually human, like the humane part of him. Show he's like just a normal person in any real world. And then the second location that we had was, great locations were Reading train station car park and like, what do you call it, like the bit when you walk out of Reading station?
The underpass.
Yeah, the underpass, that's it. Like the car park was just to kind of give like Jamal, his character, quite a dodgy like vibe. So you know that he's probably like a bad person, like a drug dealer or something like that. And you can also see that through his clothes. And also there's no one else around, so it kind of like shows the isolation of the character. That's what I was looking for.
So basically, we wanted to try and like again capture sort of like the R-rated like grittiness of like the Jessica Jones, the Daredevils, and like we wanted to try and make it in a way that not only like added to sort of the idea that normal people like are trying to get involved in this like world of like good and evil, good and bad, and try and capture like what it means to be a hero in this. And like we want to try and make the character of the Renegade someone who sort of knows this, and like we do this by doing like the shot where when he's normal and when he's just like everyday life, we keep it very stationary and sort of calm the camera movements, and then when we get into the action we keep it very handheld and always moving, like trying to like show to the viewer like how drastic the change from his everyday reality to this violent character that he is and that he is meant to be in this world, and like it's trying to like blend those two things together in like this opening that really helps sort of emphasize what he's trying to do in a way. We also wanted to try and like set this world out to be almost a much darker and like grittier like type of place by showing like the character of the Renegade in this grey trench coat, not really good, not really bad, but this sort of mix between. And like we also like to do this, we use like the mise-en-scene of his classic trench coat, wearing gloves, like trying to almost this James Bond kind of person, and like the music we wanted to go from like points of quietness and mystery to points of action and intensity, but quite quickly, to like again show how he's not just good, he's bad, like he's that anti-hero, like a Deadpool pretty much.
Yeah, in our media project, we tried to challenge the general idea of a superhero just being this man that can fly up higher or have some abnormal superhero power, and that is someone that is always their goody two-shoes self. We decided to go with someone that's a little bit more edgy and maybe something that appealed to a more 15-plus audience rather than a PG audience.
Yeah.
Further, as well as that, we decided to sort of go with a character that has sort of nothing abnormal except for a super sort of strength, as you can sort of see him during the fight scenes being very one-sided. So we also don't like to make any sort of cheesy costumes like many other sort of versions of superheroes. So we sort of challenge this sort of form of superhero.